What's up, everybody? It's Nicky Trades back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about revenge trading. Revenge trading is a very one of the biggest emotions when newer and intermediate traders start trading, right? It's one of the biggest emotions that you're feeling, especially if you take a trade and it doesn't go your way, right? You start off the day with a trade that runs red, it hits your stop loss, and you start to feel those emotions of getting upset, right? You really wanted to start off the day on a positive note. You wanted the trade to go your way. You wanted to make some money and potentially look for another trade to compound on that. But it doesn't always happen, right? You're always going to have losing trades. For me, Friday was a bad day. When I say bad, I was 0 for 3 on my trading. None of my trades went the way that I wanted to. All three hit my stop losses. And I definitely felt revenge trading be a part of that process on Friday, unfortunately. Even make it worse, I had an excellent week trading. All 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, were excellent for me. I executed well. The trades went my way. I did make profit each one of those days. So I was very excited going into Friday, thinking that I was going to end the week on a positive note, thinking I was going to end the week really going 5 for 5, right? 5 days in a row of straight green. That was really exciting for me because it hasn't happened that much for me so far as I'm trying to become a consistently profitable trader. So it was one of my best weeks in a long time going into Friday. Friday got here and I took a trade in the beginning of the day and it did not go my way. So I'm going to show you exactly what I took here. So when this market opened, obviously we got a pump off of open and it came up here to my key level and I jumped in puts here, right? This is an area that I wanted to see the market turn around and reverse, and I was really hoping for that to happen. It did come down a little bit, but unfortunately, I got a little bit of a bad entry here. The contracts weren't moving real well on Friday, but I did get in probably around this 410, 15 area, and wanted to see this come down to really this 409.50 area, and obviously the end result would have wanted to be around this 409 to 408.75. Didn't go my way. I didn't end up taking my profits here. It just wasn't big enough for me to take a profit percentage. Came back up, obviously you see here, and it hit my stop. So I did start off the day with a loss, and obviously I was a little bit disappointed, more than I should have been after the great week that I had. So at this point in time, I really started to feel like, I really wanted to get that back, right? I wanted to end the day on a green note. I didn't want to end the day red. I was really confident. I'm like, listen, I can get back in the game here, and I could take something that I really wanted to. And unfortunately, I really didn't have the amount of patience to wait for this to come back down to retest this level that it originally rejected briefly for a bounce back up. You can see here. So I ended up taking another trade. I actually ended up taking calls around here in this area, and I was like, wow, this is going to be a great uptrend day. I can see that there's a little bit of reversal here, but there was really no reason for me to enter here, right? I was close to high a day or at high a day, and I was expecting with this big bodied candle here. Well, it looks like we're going to get a push up, right, for another higher price. Well, it didn't happen, right? Came back down. There's no reason for me to take this trade. I think I took this trade based off emotions of me revenge trading, wanting to get that trade to go back to green. I got impatient. Another one of my emotions came up, and it came down and hit my stop, and I was 0 for 2. So after 0 for 2, I obviously came back again, and I'm like, shoot, I really want to get green again. I need to make this happen. So I took two contracts, and I rarely ever take two contracts. It's only if it's an A++ setup for me, and it clearly was not an A++ setup for me. Uh, right around 1:30 in the afternoon. Let me move over a little bit here. 1:30 in the afternoon. Sorry, right here. I wanted to see a rejection here, right? We had a high of day again. So I'm like, okay, this time it's going to turn around, right? This is where hope comes in. You can't hope when you're in a trade. Hope does nothing. You have to execute, based off of the chart analysis that you see, based on confluence that you get, and none of that was there for me again. So it came up to the top here, and I was like, okay, I'm going to enter 2 contracts. This is going to be a reversal for a double top. What happens? Well, you got a great close on this body candle here for the upside, and I stayed in it. And of course, what happens right after that? It comes up and it hits my stop. So there we go. 0 for 3 in the day. I was larger, a lot larger red than I wanted to be. It wiped out a lot of my gains for the week. Not all the gains for the week, but it wiped out a large portion of those 4 excellent days of trading that I had. And you can't let that happen to you as a new trader, as an intermediate trader. You can't let a couple trades wipe out almost a week's worth of great execution and profit. That's never going to make you be successful as a trader. I looked back, I logged my trades in my trading book here, and I really reflected. I wrote down the emotions that I was feeling as well, and I was hard on myself. I can't do this again. There's no reason for me to do this. There's no reason for me to take these trades. I used them. I had emotions running through my head. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, where you get that revenge feeling, right? You're like, I know I can do this. I'm gonna take another trade, and I just need to get back to green, and I'll be happy, right? Well, that's not the way that the market works, right? The market's unforgiving, and the market can do anything at any point in time. Today, I thought it was going to be another reversal day. Clearly was not a reversal day, right? Today was a pump day, or I should say Friday was a pump day, and it just kept going and going and going. You can see here all the way up to a 413, almost 414. So I wanted to get a little bit more in depth about my feelings, my emotions, because I know a lot of you out there are relating to the same thing, the same types of feelings as new and intermediate traders. We go through a lot of these emotions on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and we need to make sure that we start to remove those emotions. We execute on our levels, and we make sure that we're making the right decisions, because obviously our future in the market depends on it. You don't want to take one trade and have that one trade wipe out 4 days of execution and good gains, right? At this point in time, it's not about the gains and making money. It's really about executing, following your trading plan, and not letting emotions get the best of you. And this is something that I'm still trying to learn on a daily basis. I'm hoping that a lot of you probably can relate to this out there as well. If you do, feel free to comment, subscribe to my channel here. In my next videos, I'm going to go through some of the other emotions that we feel as new and intermediate traders a little bit more in depth. Today was revenge trading. The next video will be on another emotion, but I think that it's important to recognize these emotions and make sure that we're making the right adjustments in order to overcome these emotions and just execute as a trader, treating this like this is our business. So thanks again for joining me today. Again, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I want to build a community and relate to a community of new and intermediate traders like myself. So thank you again for everybody for taking the time for the video today, and I will see you guys again soon.